Okay, so I made a bit of headway on this. For the tests, I've actually taken the 7 out of the equation because I think that actually complicates things, and the whole remote doesn't like to be connected to the 7 as well as the 3s. So I've just conducted all the following tests, in fact all the previous tests with the 3 Plus. Now, just to give you some background, I'm an electrical engineer specialising in testing processes. So the data I'm supplying here is not just because I've seen things happen once or twice. It's because I've been able to record repetitive examples that are statistically correct. So what I've done is I've been able to repeat this test 25 times, and 25 times out of 25 we've had exactly the same result. So I've got no reason to believe that this isn't a repetitive result and would change with further testing. So when the cameras are set up like this, they react exactly as you would expect them to react. I haven't been able to fault it. They turn on, they turn off. They go into record, they come out of record, they do exactly what they're supposed to do. And as I said, I've done this well over 25 times and haven't been able to get any other result other than it working as you would expect it to. So what my suspicion is, and I'll be going to the test in a sec, is that the problem arises when we actually connect via power. And I've connected via these power strips here, and also by these battery power strips through multiple different cables, and also swapping the different cables between the different units to try to demonstrate if it's a cable issue or a power issue or whatever. But what I've been able to see, and I'll show you this in a sec, is that when you power up the units externally, they behave very differently and are very unreliable, mostly because when you power them up on the remote control, they turn off their Wi-Fi, and so then you can't control them anymore. That seems to be the biggest issue. I've also tried multiple cards as well, so I've got different cards in here, are different cards, 16 gig, 32 gig, different brands. I've gone through a process to see if having different SD cards in there make any difference. They doesn't make any difference. And in fact, when you can't hit record here, you can actually go and hit it on the unit and it starts up. So I can't believe that it's to do with an SD card, because these all have different SD cards in them, different brands, different sizes, and they're all working perfectly. So can you, I'll go into the test now and plug the power in and show what the difference is. Okay, so I've now plugged in power. The power's running from these power banks. Now the first thing to look at is that when I plug them in, every one of them has lost the Wi-Fi. It's turned itself off. So if I turn that back on, okay, so they're all on now, and you can see 3 cameras. And they've all gone to record. Yes, they have all gone into record. Turn them off. Okay, power down. Okay, now this is where I think it stops working. And as I was saying before, that without running external power, I conducted the test over 25 times and it didn't fail. The results were the same every test. So compared to this test we're doing now, power up. Well, funny enough, it's actually just powered up the 7, which I thought I turned off, but okay, so there we go. It's all they've all done exactly the same thing. They've all lost their Wi-Fi, and so that's the problem that we're having. Is that if you're running them off external power, the remote control powers them up, but then they all just turn their Wi-Fi off for some reason. So then the remote control is useless. You can't do anything. So I need to understand why that is, because my case is putting these in a emergency helicopter, and we need to run these off external power. So yeah, if you can give me some feedback on that, that'd be great. So just did the same test the second time, exactly the same thing happened, is they all came out of the Wi-Fi mode. So you can see that they all powered up, and they all powered up via the remote, but then once they powered up, they all came out of, they all turned their Wi-Fi off. So that's the second time exactly the same things happened. So I've manually power cycled those and put them back into the record mode. We'll see if we can turn them off. So we can now turn them all off again. Okay, we'll give it 10 seconds. So they've all powered up. Yeah, okay, for the third time, exactly the same things happened, is all the Wi-Fis are off. So that's three times we've repeated and got exactly the same result. So yeah, I think that's not just by chance anymore. That's a result that we can say that's going to repeat itself forever. Okay, thanks.